Hey Russell fam, in today's video I'm going to show you how to make southern green beans in the Fissler Multi Pot. Be back in just a second. Hi, my name is Becky and welcome to our Russell's Loving Life YouTube channel. Here on this channel we talk about homeschooling, homemaking, and everything in between. I am a homeschooling mom of 2 and I have been homeschooling since 2012. We also have a blog which is russellslovinglife.com. Make sure to check that out. There, I give you tips and tricks and things that I have learned through my years of homeschooling. We also have a store. I will leave a link down in the description box if you want to check that out. New products are added weekly. If you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing and clicking that little bell notification down at the bottom. That just lets you know every time we upload a new video. And if you are a returning Russell fam, we are so glad you are back. It is summertime, and though summertime is not my favorite time of year, fall is my favorite time, summertime has my favorite food. All of that southern comfort food that we all love so much. And as you know, we planted green beans in our garden. So we are teaching the kids how to garden, how to can, how to snap beans, and all of that. So they are getting a wide variety of education when it comes to gardening and how to put up their food. So they are also learning how to cook it. So I'm going to use my Fissler Multi Pot to show you how we cook our green beans. If you have not seen our video about our garden, I will leave that up here in the iCard for you. So let's turn this camera around and let me show you how I make southern green beans. I have my Fissler Multi Pot right here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it on saute. I know you can't see that. I hit it twice, once to make it come on, once to set it on the function. I have 2 strips of bacon that I have cut into cubes right here. I have it on saute function because I want to brown this bacon. I want to have this bacon grease down in here for these amazing green beans. So it takes it just a minute to warm up. And then we are going to start browning this. It will take a few minutes for the eye to heat up in the bottom, which is going to heat up our insert, and that will get this bacon cooking. So let's get this going. It is cooking now, and we just want to keep it moving just so it doesn't stick to the bottom. We want to get as much bacon grease as we can in here. And you've got to have the bacon because that is what makes the green beans southern. Seems like anything you cook southern has lots of fat in it, whether it's bacon, butter, heavy cream, cheese, I don't know, all that yummy stuff that we love. All right, so we're going to keep going and get it stirring. It is almost done. I don't want to cook it till it's super crispy, but I just want to get it going in the beans. So we have started the cooking process on the bacon, and this is what it looks like. So now we are going to stop our saute function. So just hit cancel or keep warm. Hit cancel once and that will stop it. The eye is still hot in the bottom, so it's still going to keep going. So we want it to cool down for just a minute. So now we are going to add our 2 tablespoons of butter to the bacon. Like I said, here in the South, we are all about this yummy stuff. I'm just stirring around a little bit to get the butter melted, mixed in with the bacon. And then we are going to add in a 1/2 cup of chicken broth. And that just kind of helps deglaze everything. Just stir around, make sure everything's mixed up good. And everybody has different salt and pepper taste. So what I try to do is add just enough salt to taste. I'm using kosher salt. You can use whatever kind of salt you want. So I'm just going to put this in here. And I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. And so I lightly salt and pepper when I'm cooking. And then whoever wants to add more salt and pepper at the table can. Because as we all know, you can always add salt, but you cannot take it out. So now let's add our green beans. Snapped them last night and had these left over. We canned some of the other ones, but in case you did not know, what you do is you break the ends off, you pull the strings out here. Sometimes they're called string beans or snap beans, either one, but you pull the strings off both sides and then you have to snap them in half. Or usually out of a bean, you will make it 2 to 3, just depending on how big the bean is. So there's just a hint of, and the kids have also learned how to do this. They have helped me snap so many of these and they are becoming pros. So anyway, let's get back to these making green beans. So what you need is 2.5 cups of green beans. All right, so we're just gonna stir our green beans around, get them mixed in with all of that yummy flavor. All right, so now we've got it all mixed up. And now what we're gonna do is I'm going to put the top on the Fissler and make sure it is sealed up. If you're not sure how the Fissler works, I will leave a video up here as well to show you step by step on my honest review of it and how certain things work. So I do have it on seal. I'll turn this around. I know it's gonna be a little backwards, but let me move the camera back a little bit for you. And the funny thing is if you have an Instapot, it has a pressure cooking setting, and ours doesn't have that per se as the button you can push. So I use the rice setting, which is to me pretty much the same thing. So I'm just gonna hit the rice right here. All right, and it's saying 12 minutes. I don't wanna cook it for 12. I'm gonna lower it to 7 minutes. And once the pressure builds up, you see this spinning over here. That means the pressure is starting to build up for the pressure part. Once it is up to pressures all the way in here, it will start counting down and cooking. So when this is done, I'll be back to show you these yummy green beans. While the pressure is building up, you will see steam and some spurts of water popping out of here. Make sure to stay away from that. It is very hot. It is still building up pressure. It does take it a little while to do it. So don't get worried and don't stress out if you're thinking, it doesn't seem like it's ever going to get to pressure. But now you see it is slowing down some and you don't hear quite as much coming out of it. So that means it is getting close to being all the way pressurized. All right, the timer is down to 1 minute, and I want to show you what it does and explain a few things when it gets done. Is why I started it back, because there's not that many videos out there that help you understand how the Fissler actually works and all of their different functions and different recipes and that type things like it is out there for the Instapot. But I love my Fissler. I've used it, I think it's almost going on 2 years now. I love it. I cook everything in it. Okay, so when you hear that sound or see the BB right here, that is on keep warm. That is what that means. It will stay there for 24 hours or until you hit the cancel button, which I'm going to hit right here. Okay, when it's canceled, you see all zeros. Move the camera up a little bit. Okay, 2 things you need to be worried about, or not worried about, but you need to know about and not worry, is that this is a pressure cooker. So there is all kinds of pressure in here right now. And the top will not come off no matter what you do. I mean, you can turn it a little bit, but it's not going to come off because of all the pressure in it. You can see the pressure being released because it is not on cooking anymore. It is not on the keep warm function or cooking. So the pressure is being released. There is 2 ways to release the pressure. First of all, let me grab a paper towel because I forgot to get one of those. Okay, I have my paper towel and I have learned from experience, like I said, there's 2 ways to relieve pressure. You can push right here on this button, which I do, but water spurts out over here. So I hold it like this, or what you can do is take something and remove it that way, and that will relieve the pressure as well. So there's not blowing steam everywhere. It's not coming out. So that means that the pressure is released and that we can take the top off now. And I'm going to tell you, warn you, do not have your face over this when you take it off. A whole bunch of hot steam is going to come up. It will burn you. So what I do is I lean back away from it. I twist it and I open it this way and lean it right here so my arm is protected from the heat. And you can see and hear it. And this will hold the top up. And you stir it around. And there is some yummy beans. I've got to try some of these. Let me see what they taste like. Okay, I have taken them out of the pot. I have put them in the bowl. I didn't think you wanted to see all that. But so I went ahead and did that without the camera being on. But because I cooked 2.5 cups of green beans, they cooked down. And so you can use a larger amount if you want to. I just had 2.5 cups. So follow the recipe based on how many cups of green beans you have. So you can double the recipe and if you need to. But here is what I have been waiting for to try. They're still really hot. These are so good. They're not crunchy, but they're not super soggy either, if that makes sense. They are the perfect consistency. They are delicious. So definitely got to try this recipe. If you have some Fissler recipes, drop them down in the comments. I would love to hear about them. I hope you have found this video to be informative and to be useful. Make sure to check out some of my other Fissler videos. I will leave a link to the playlist down in the description box, as well as some at the end of this video. As always, remember to be kind, be careful, be considerate, and have a great day. Bye.